Hello students. So today let's begin with the second chapter of civics, diversity and discrimination. In the previous chapter you have discussed the meanings of diversity. What is diversity? Can you tell me? Sometimes people who are different from others are teased, they are laughed at or not included in certain activity or group. We feel hurt, angry, helpless or sad when friends or others treat us in such ways. Have you ever wondered why this happens? Why are they being treated differently, or why are they being laughed or teased at? So, in this chapter, we will try and explore how experiences are related to the society we live in. And we will also look at how are they connected to the inequalities that exist around us. We all know equalities exist, but how are they connected to these inequalities? We will learn about this in this chapter. Okay. There are many things that make us what we are. How we live, the languages we speak, what we eat, where, the games we play and the things we celebrate. All of these are influenced both by the geography and the history of the place where we live. Even if we say in the same society, we eat different food, we might speak different languages, or we might eat different, we live differently or wear different types of clothes, or we even play different types of games. And all these things are influenced by both from at the place where we live, that is the geography of the place, and the history of the place. For if I give you the example of geography, the people who play games in Ladakh is different than the people who play games in Kerala, right? And if I talk about the history, we follow various practices or various things of how we live based on the history, based on what our ancestors taught us. You will get an idea of how diverse India is if you look even briefly at the following statement. There are 8 major religions in the world. Every single one of them is practiced in India. We have more than 1600 languages that are people's mother tongues, and there are more than 100 dance forms. If we look at the above statement, the statement which I read, we will come to know that how diverse India is, how people are different from one another in many ways. Like we have 8 major religions in the entire world, and all these religions are practiced in our country. We have people who follow all these religions. If I talk about languages, we have more than 1600 languages, that is people's mother tongue. If I say many people would have mother tongue Gujarati, Hindi, Marathi, Punjabi, but if we look at the overall picture, there are more than 1600 languages, that is people's mother tongues. And then there are more than 100 dance forms, traditional dance forms. Like in Gujarat we do Garba, Dandiya, in Rajasthan they do Ghumar, in Maharashtra they do Lavani, in Punjab they do Bhangra. So these are just a few examples. There are more than 100 dance forms that exist according to the area in which they live. Yet this diversity is not always celebrated. This is because we feel safe and secure with the people who look, talk, dress and think like us. Yes, this diversity is not always celebrated. We not always consider each and every type of people as equal. We feel safe with the people who are like us, who look like us, who talk like us, who dress like us, or who think like us. So we always support that kind of people. We always feel safe and secure with that kind of people, and we try to discriminate with the people who are not similar to us. And that is how prejudice comes into existence. Now what is prejudice? Prejudice is biasedness, being biased towards someone. Sometimes when we meet people who are very different from us, we may find them strange and unfamiliar. At times, we may not understand or know the reasons why they are different from us. people also form certain attitudes and opinions about others who are not like them. Yes, sometimes we might think that we might meet people who are very different from us, or we might find them very strange or unfamiliar. And then there are times that we might not understand these people, or we might not understand the reasons that why are they different from us. There might be some reasons, and because of these we find or we form certain opinions or attitudes towards people who are not like us, towards people who are unfamiliar or who are strange. We form certain opinions and attitudes towards these kind of people. Now looking at the term prejudice, look at the statements given below that you believe to be true about rural and urban life in India. Tick mark those that you agree with. So you have to look at the statements. We have certain beliefs about rural and urban life, that rural life is this and urban life is this. So tick mark these kind of questions you agree with. Do you have a prejudice against rural or urban people? You have to find out about this after ticking those options, and then discuss the reasons why people have these kind of prejudices. You also have to list some of the prejudices that you have noticed around you, or why do they affect the people in which why do they affect the ways in which people treat each other. So you have to discuss it with your friends or family members today. If let's look at the statement for the rural people. More than 50% of all Indians live in villages. Do you think? Okay. People in villages do not like to use modern technology. In peak harvesting and plantation season, families spend 12 to 14 hours working in the fields. Villagers are forced to migrate to cities in search of work. So, take down the answers which you find they are right. If I talk about urban people, life in the city is easy. People here are spoiled and lazy. In cities, families spend very little time with each other. People in cities only care about money and not about people. Okay. Living in city is expensive. A large part of people's earning is spent on the rent and transport. So tick mark the things which you have heard or which you believe it is true about rural and urban people. Some of these statements see villagers as ignorant and see people in the cities as money-minded and lazy. Yes, if we look at the statements, we might feel that the villagers are ignorant, they are not aware about the modern technologies or modern things that are going on around the world. And we also frame opinion towards the people in cities that they are very money-minded and they are very lazy. Do you think so? You also live in a city. Do you think we are lazy? Okay. When our opinions about certain people are always negative, seeing them as lazy or stingy, as some of these statements, then these become prejudices that we carry about them. Whenever we continuously frame some negative sentences about them, whenever we form some opinions that are negative about the people, we start becoming prejudices towards them. We carry certain prejudices in our mind about them. So what does prejudice mean? Prejudice means to judge other people negatively or see them as inferior. Prejudices is to judge other people negatively and always feel that they are inferior, they are lower than us. When we think that only one particular way is the best and right way to do things, we often end up not respecting others who may prefer to do things differently. When we think that this is the best way or this is the right way to do a particular thing, then we may think that whatever other people are doing, that is wrong. But that is not always true. We end up not respecting them. But we should think that there are different ways of doing different things. And They might prefer to do the same thing differently, so that is okay. When we do not respect them, we start framing prejudice. For example, if we think English is the best language and other languages are not important, we are judging these other languages negatively. As a result, we might not respect the people who speak languages other than English. This is just for example. If we consider that English is the best language, then we might think that the people who do not speak English language we might not respect them. We might frame negative thoughts towards them, and as a result, we might not respect the people who speak other languages other than English. So that is how prejudice come into existence. That is how we judge other people and develop certain opinion towards them, resulting into prejudice. We can be prejudiced about many things, like people's religious belief, the color of their skin, the region they come from, the accent they speak in, or the clothes they wear. We might form prejudices towards many things like their religious beliefs, color of the skin, that is racism, the region they will belong, rural or urban, or the accent they speak in, or the clothes they wear. Often our prejudices about others are so strong that we don't want to form friendships with them. We feel that they do not belong to us, we do not feel safe and secure, and then hence we do not make friendship with them. And at times we may even act in ways that hurt them. Yes, if we do such kind of things, such kind of acts, it might result in hurting them. We will continue with creating stereotypes. Stereotype is framing certain opinions in the next class. Thank you.